I'm going to read a tract entitled The Universal Law. The knowledge of good and evil, or right and wrong, is etched upon the conscience of every person that is born into the world. It asks, 1. Is it just or unjust? 2. Is it the truth or a lie? 3. Is it loving or hateful? 4. Is it moral or immoral? 5. Is it honest or dishonest? 6. Is it condemning or edifying? 7. Is it being selfish or generous? 8. Is it respectful or disrespectful? 9. Is it merciful or mean and cruel? 10. Is it being thankful or complaining? 11. Is it being responsible or irresponsible? 12. Is it necessary or vain, foolish, or wasteful? The fact that every person in the world has a conscience is an undeniable proof for the existence of a moral God. To be governed by the conscience with the ability to know the difference between right and wrong is to be as God. But to ignore the conscience is to be in opposition to God or good. Depending on the degree or to what extent we may go into wrongdoing or disobedience to the conscience, we may become evil. When someone is involved in a very inhumane act that is beyond reason, it is commonly thought that they have a demon or the devil or Satan. But today, madness or insanity would be their defense, or because of the influence of drugs or abuse. A person's conscience may be greatly distorted from the truth or the way God had originally intended for it to be, and needs to be instructed in the right way. The universal rule or law that governs the conscience is to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Or simply put, number 1, help those in need if you can. Number 2, do not harm yourself or another. Number 3, esteem others better than yourself. Number 4, do not commit immorality, dishonesty, or hypocrisy. Number 5, do not be irresponsible in your duty or commitments. Number 6, only do what is in accord with nature, justice, and truth. Remember, you will be judged by your own conscience on the day of judgment by a moral, all-knowing God. When the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves, which show the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience also bearing witness, and their thoughts the meanwhile accusing, or else excusing one another, in the day when God shall judge the secrets of men by Jesus Christ, according to my gospel. Romans 2:14 through 16. We may apply or interpret this universal law of the conscience in different ways, but unless we are convicted by our own conscience and incur guilt, we are not aware of any wrongdoing, even if we are doing something wrong. This wrong or evil must be shown to the transgressor by speaking to his or her conscience. Will God commend you for your steadfast obedience to your conscience, or will he condemn you for your heartless and shameful actions and your refusal to keep his commandments? The best written example of the universal law is to be found in the Ten Commandments. I am the Lord thy God. which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. 1. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. 2. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. 3. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. 4. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor, and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy maidservant, manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. 5. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. 6. Thou shalt not kill. 7. Thou shalt not commit adultery. 8. Thou shalt not steal. 9. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. 10. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Exodus 20. And also in the words of Jesus, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these 2 commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Matthew 22, 37 to 40. The end. The universal law. Thank you.